Hello and welcome to the Genestealer Cult Tactics video. Now before we get into today's video, I would like to say a big thank you to Daniel Hintendorf for sending in some awesome pictures of his orc kill team, the Junkyard Boys. Absolutely love all the conversions that have been put into this kill team. It looks absolutely fantastic, and I guess just exemplifies why orcs are such a fun army to collect and play against and to see on the tabletop, because you can just kit bash the ever-living crap out of them. So thank you for sending these pictures in, Daniel. They look absolutely fantastic. If anyone else has got any cool pictures, especially Xeno's pictures, that they'd like me to use in my Genestealer Cult videos, then please post them on my Facebook page or email them directly to me at mordianglorytv@gmail.com. And don't worry, if you can't remember that, it'll be down in the description below. Now without further ado, let's get into today's video. Now today, guys, we're going to be doing a quick tip tactica for the Genestealer Cult, and we're going to be covering one of my favourite units, which is the Sanctus. Now the Sanctus is the assassin of the Genestealer Cult. They often go around sneaking and stabbing people in the dark, but one thing which is not as covered in the fluff for some reason, I guess it's not quite as cool, is they're actually the sort of premier snipers of the Genestealer Cult as well, and they're really good on the battlefield at sniping. In fact, they're better taken as snipers than as dagger wielding people. And the simple reason for this is because it's if you take them with the sniper rifle, then they can be contributing from turn one because they can be plinking out shots at enemy characters. But if you take them with a knife, you've got to try and get them into range, and it can be quite hard finding a good delivery system for them. So my preferred way of using the Sanctus straight away is to take them with the sniper rifle. Now the Sanctus, it gets quite a good sniper. I feel like Games Workshop for a long time didn't address the problems with sniper rifles in 40k, and then when they came to the Genestealer Cult, they gave them two characters with two actually very good snipers. You know, ones that maybe even Space Marines would be a little jealous of, which is kind of cool. So the first one is the one we're going to be talking about today of those two sniper rifles is the Silencer sniper rifle, not the silenced Silencer. Don't know why they gave it that name. I'd just call it the Silent sniper rifle, but hey, sounds cooler, I guess. Maybe it's not that it's silenced, maybe it's actually very loud, but maybe that it silences other people and it is a silencer. Maybe. If that's correct, then, you know, consider me rebuked. Anyway, the Silent sniper rifle. So it's a standard sniper rifle. It's 36-inch range, heavy 1, strength 4. Now it is AP-1, so straight away that makes it much better because it means you're able to punch through armour, you're able to punch through cover. In fact, because of the Soul Sight Familiar for the Genestealer Cult Sanctus, it ignores cover. So actually you're already ignoring cover and you're on your AP-1, which means any of those annoying characters which have got storm shields, which think they're all that, actually they're not all that, because they're back onto their normal save. So, take that. So you're actually enjoying a good AP-1, and it does damage D3, which is fantastic. It means you've got an actual chance of doing some damage when you get that wound through. And a roll of 6 is still a mortal wound, so that's fantastic. The good thing about the Silent sniper rifle is that if a Psyker unit loses any wounds as a result of an attack with this weapon, it suffers perils of the warp after the attack has been resolved. Now there are actually quite a few Psykers, and in fact if you look at the more recent codexes that have come out, things like Dark Angels, things like Plague Marines, Death Guard, you'll find that they have got some decent psychic powers and that they're highly encouraged, and most players will be taking at least 1 or 2 psychers in their armies. I mean, the Dark Angels psychic powers have been, from what I understand about them, are really important, and you'll be seeing a lot of Dark Angel psychers in Dark Angels lists. So that's good. So straight away this guy is gonna, not only is he good at picking off characters, but he is good at picking off psychic characters, and we are seeing a rise of the psychers. So there we go. Now, all that on its own is pretty good. The guy ignores cover. He hits on a 2+. He's got a decent AP. He's got a decent range. All of those things on its own already make a very decent character. But we can actually take it a couple of steps further. So the first thing that we can do is we can give him the Relic, the Gift from Beyond. Now the Gift from Beyond is pretty simple actually. You can give it to a Jackal sniper rifle or a Silencer sniper rifle. Add 2 to wound rolls made for Tactus model, unless it's a vehicle or a Titanic unit. So that means you'll be wounding most characters on 2s. Most characters you'll be wounding on 2s because you're strength 4, most characters toughness 4, you get +2 to wound. You're winning on 2s. Even Death Guard characters you're winning on 3s. But you know, the majority of characters that you're going to be targeting, you're going to be hitting on 2s. With the Gift from Beyond, you're going to be wounding on 2s. And then you've got AP -1, and you've got Ignore Cover, and you've got multiple damage. So all of this means that straight away, having +2 to wound is just fantastic. It's not really any way to dress it up, and you don't need to go into too much detail. It's just a really nice buff to have. Now, one other thing to say about the old Sanctus is that he works really, really well with a certain stratagem. I am of course talking about a perfect ambush. Now, a perfect ambush is normally a really, really expensive stratagem for Genestealer Cult to use. In fact, it actually costs us 3 CP, which is really expensive, and especially in an army that likes to take multiple detachments and therefore is often pretty short on CP. And what it lets you do is either move d6 inches closer towards the enemy. So if you're armed with a knife, I guess that's kind of okay. But it also allows you to shoot in the movement phase as if it was the shooting phase. And then you get to shoot again, as per normal, in the shooting phase. So it means that if you use a Sanctus, for example, you can reveal it and then shoot with him, and in the movement phase, and then do it again in the shooting phase. But the best thing about it is the Sanctus has a special rule on his profile which allows him to use the perfect ambush stratagem for 0 CP. Now it doesn't mean you get to do it twice, you still can only use the stratagem once per phase, and the rule is called Cult Assassin, by the way. And it means you can't take a Warlord trait. In addition, the perfect ambush stratagem has a command point cost of 0 if being used to affect this model. So you can only use it once per phase still, so it's not like you get to use it on him for free and then again on another unit. No, it just costs you 0 CP. But what that means is your Sanctus can drop in to an advantageous position, he can fire a sniper rifle, and then he gets to fire again in the shooting phase, and it's free, it's 0 CP. And when you add all that together, you've actually got a really potent little sniper model that can, I've got Psychos on the brain because that's what he kills, right? Maybe he's going to shoot me. But jokes aside, you actually have a really good little sniper that can drop in. He's a character. He can hold backfield objectives. He can just reach out with a long range, and he can really plink some damage off because the sniper rifle actually has some punch to it, and it ignores cover, and it has +2 to wound. And if you're targeting Psychos, you know, Grey Knights are not uncommon to see on the battlefield. Same with Thousand Sons. Neither army is particularly competitive at the moment, although they do have some tricks up the sleeve. But like I said, there is a definite emphasis being done by Games Workshop to give each army a really powerful, unique and distinct psychic power tree. And so I think we'll be seeing more Psychos turn up in 40k, and I think the Sanctus is perfectly placed to be the anti-sniper unit that the cult not only need, but that we want. So I think it's really good to have a Sanctus sort of at the back of your mind, and maybe start adding him, considering adding one into your list. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. What is your preferred way of running the Sanctus? I have heard some people say that the Sanctus Bio Dagger is the way to run it now, and to use the Relic Bio Dagger, the Dagger of Swift Sacrifice I believe it's called. Let me know what you guys think, if you prefer the sniper version, if you prefer the knife version. For me, if I'm playing competitively, I go sniper. If I'm playing for fun, I go dagger. But you know, these things are always shifting, so I'd be really interested to know what you guys think is the best way of running the Sanctus. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and of course, I'll see you guys next time.